Hello, and welcome to There Is a Better Podcast. I'm your host this week. Each week we rotate around, but I'm hosting this week. My name is Mike, and I actually settled on a permanent name, I think, and we'll talk about that later on.
Bullshit.
To my left, I guess, this time?
Yeah.
Who do we have?
I've always been to your left.
You're still to my left.
Bullshit. 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 Bullshit.
That's my name.
Well, bye to the three fans we
That
got.
is my name for this week. I am the intern, formerly known as Ghosty.
And to my right, we have...
Tiki-tone.
There we go. And to his right, this is going to throw everything off a little bit, we have... Guesty.
Guesty.
This is where you talk.
Yeah, you're supposed to say your name there.
Guesty. We are the show that is sometimes crude, often funny, always has friendly banter. Well, that's debatable.
Sometimes hesitant on our guesties.
Sometimes hesitant on our guesties.
When did you put that into the mix? Always friendly banter?
It's always been part of that. By day one, I've had that in there.
I feel like we're entering like a Bob Evans or something with always friendly banter. Down on the farm.
We try to distract you one episode at a time. You can email us at there'sabetter@gmail.com. You can send us a tweet at there'sabetter1. You can find us where at Instagram, Tony?
And there is a better podcast.
And as of brand new, as of this week, Tony, what did you create?
Hey, we're on YouTube.
YouTube.
So if you're listening to us on your streaming device right now, then you really don't need to go to YouTube. But if you can't, you wouldn't know to go there. But we're going to go ahead and tell you anyway. Go to YouTube. / There's a Better Podcast. Well, it's kind of stupid to tell people go listen to us there when they're already listening to us.
Well, you're at work and you're playing on a computer on your headphones. You just play it in the background.
Exactly.
Just let it go. That's what I do.
That's how YouTube works.
And don't forget, you can win the RadioShack trucker hat potentially. We're looking for the first 5 written reviews on any of the platforms. Good Pods.
We have an
Apple Podcast. We keep on getting 5-star reviews. We're thankful for that. We love that. But we're looking for written ones that we can help improve the show.
Yeah.
Maybe to get that guy Mike to talk a whole lot less. That'd be great.
No, I don't know about that.
Maybe Guesty can actually talk over there in the corner.
Oh. Nobody puts Guesty in the corner.
I believe she's being our word of the day.
What's our word of the day? It is...
Do you got it up?
I almost had it up.
Wait,
there we go.
Describe it. Describe it. No, do the description first. That always works better.
Okay, I got
seriously.
it. I buried it. So we're good.
This one is grimmingly, mockingly, or cynical. Grimly, mocking, or cynical.
Wow.
And the word is...
Or grimely, if you want to call it that.
Frank Grimley?
Grimely?
Grimely.
Sardonic.
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 You guys ever use this word before?
Sardonic.
Yes.
I did today because you used it and I said, are you sure you're using that right? And you said, I am. And I said, use it in a sentence. And you said, use what? I said, sardonic. Use sardonic in a sentence. And then you said, sardonic.
You're being excessively sardonic right now.
Yes, I am.
Yes,
I was going to say, usually I use it when I want to be
congratulations. Now we put it
sardonic
into
about
context.
being sardonic.
Now go ahead and
so
use
I
it
go
all
ahead
over.
and I will go ahead and say something sarcastic. And if they don't get it, I go, I was being sardonic.
There it is.
Sardonic.
Guesty, hit us with a sardonic.
She did a better job.
That was
than I
much
did.
better.
Yeah, do it.
Do it.
Guesty. Guesty.
Do it. Just be sardonic. Do it.
Just say it.
Do it.
Ooh, that's a good tie-in.
You being sardonic.
I got a new name, and I hope you guys accept me during this transition. Don't be.
Are we?
Oh.
What?
I'm transitioning to a permanent name for the show, I think.
Okay.
I've been watching a lot of this, so I'd like to be from this more henceforth.
Oh my God, she's already lost patience with you.
She just walked out. I'm going to be Mikey Soprano or Mikey 2 Sheets.
Oh my God.
You can't be Mikey 1 Sheets because that's weird. Everybody has 1 sheet. 3 sheets means I'm drunk, so I'm going to be Mikey 2 Sheets or Mikey Soprano because I've been watching it a lot.
I have seen you 3 sheets before, so
Yes,
I
you
think
have.
that's fine.
Wait, when have you ever seen me 3 sheets?
Well, we do this fucking podcast, duh.
To get through this episode, I have to be sardonically drunk.
You have to be sardonic. so you're going to become...
Speaking of getting drunk, why don't we get to There's a Better Beverage?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I was hoping that we could just ride that for
There's
a
2
little
reasons
bit.
I'm here.
Yeah. One for the snacks. It sure isn't for the banter.
Bitch, I brought the snacks.
Ghosty, hit us with the There's a Better Beverage.
Actually, if you want to take us back to the beginning of that, I'd like to pull that off with the music there, man. Ready?
With the Sopranos?
Yeah, I'm waiting though.
Yeah, go ahead. Fire it.
All right.
Go right on ahead.
Today's There Is a Better Beverage is, are you ready for it? Pabst Blue Ribbon Hard Coffee.
That Mike is paying for itself.
Yes. Sploosh. Like,
Oh, God.
and I successfully scared her off. If I don't get her to walk out here, I am not doing my job right.
There you
I
go.
might get him to walk out.
So what do we got for the?
All right, so there you go. We
beverage today?
got Pabst Blue Ribbon Hard Coffee today.
They just
This has
stopped
got
on
an
a dime. What the
ABV
hell?
rating of 5%. So you're talking basically pretty much any Bud Light, Miller Lite, anything like that. So pretty much an average what you would call a beer. However, this is not a beer. This came out in 2019, and I remember when this came out. Tony and I are on a similar text thread. The guys were going back and forth on it.
Except for you guys reply to him.
Well, basically they were kind of
Fuckers.
ripping on it, and it was one of these things where it was like, Pabst Blue Ribbon, not really known to do this type of a drink, so this was kind of an unusual jump for them. Basically, we're talking about a mix of coffee beans, milk, and malt beverage.
Ooh.
Pabst describes it as vanilla-infused premium iced coffee.
I thought you were
I'm
just
not
going to
wearing
stop.
my glasses.
I thought you were just going to stop at vanilla and be like, "Yeah, it's a basic bitch's drink." Is that what you're trying to say?
No, it's vanilla
Get your
infused
Uggs.
premium iced coffee. Now, a 4-pack will run you about $10.99. So I don't feel like that's right because Starbucks coffee is about $4, isn't it?
I tell you
that's
what, yeah.
So
Basic.
So if this is actually good, that means you get yourself a premium iced coffee, and at the same time, you get alcohol in
You
it too.
cat's a jammer.
So you can't do anything. Anybody got a good cheers for this one? I didn't come up with anything.
we're still in October. We could do the Prost thing, I guess.
do Prost.
well,
but-
it doesn't really fit for
Did we see
coffee.
a bill-
Well, no,
Billboard of that
nothing
the other
ever
day?
fits for coffee. Oh,
Top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning to
top
you.
of the morning to you.
Top of the morning to
Drink.
you. Everybody take a drink.
Clink.
It's wet. It's ooh. Yeah, see, this is the stuff I get myself into trouble with. Because I hate it. He knows that pisses me off.
You don't hate it.
I hate it because I would like this is
Yeah,
where I'd
that's
be
good
awake
stuff.
and I'm
All
drunk
right.
too.
All
Like
right.
I drink this lots of times.
All right, let's give our there is a better review.
I'm willing to bet that this is good on
starting
ice,
off
too.
starting off with Guesty. Guesty, what do you think of it?
So this, yes, I agree with Mike. This could
Mikey,
be
2
very
sheets. Damn it.
dangerous. 2 sheets in between 1 and 3. This could be very dangerous because it's really sweet. It's got a nice little flavor to it, and you don't really realize you're drinking alcohol. I don't. I'd probably drink the whole damn thing, and then I'd go for another one, and then I'd go for another one.
So
And then
But
by
it's
the end of
probably
the
a lot of
day-
sugar. It's probably like a lot of sugar, right?
it's
sugar.
gotta
I'm
be.
sorry.
It's
I
gotta
know.
be.
I'm,
How dare you with
I'm
the
a
health
lady
food
right here with the
comment?
Sugar, but yeah, it's really good.
Have you not seen the snack table behind us? It's all sugar.
I brought the whole snack table behind you. It's all sugar.
Just for those listeners at home, she did not bribe her way onto the show.
No.
She
She
just-
bribed her way into the show.
Like she's never gonna get off it now. She keeps on bringing snacks like that. She'll take Ghosty's place because he's freaking gone onto a new episode of something other bullshit.
Yeah,
I will
hey,
say,
hey,
I
who,
Even
can
Kyle.
who brings the most liquor?
I can
I
bring
know.
a better snack.
Well, who's the best liquor? That's really the question.
Oh, that's
We didn't.
Debatable.
not really something I'm gonna
I did bring
venture
good
down.
alcohol.
Ooh.
Okay.
Hey,
All right.
all right,
So,
Tony-
yeah, no, it's
Tony,
good.
what do you think?
I'm going to say, yeah, I think.
So thumbs up from Guesty.
Guesty liked it. I think it's. I
didn't
like
think
it.
I'd like it.
I like it too. I don't really like things in my coffee, but once in a great while, there's a place called.
I'm
well,
gonna
look,
stick my balls in it.
I like
what are
I
you
like my
talking-
coffee like
I'm
I like
sticking
my
my
women
thing in it.
bitter. So, but this is not. This is not bitter at all.
You like it when they steal your soul and like leave you with
Well,
questioning
that's
life and
That's only 9 out of 8 of the ones that I've dated. So, but no, it's good. I like it. Once in a great while, I will actually go for something like that. I think it'd be really good on ice, though. I think
I'd
it'd be
agree,
really
with,
good.
I'd
On
Maybe
agree with that.
ice.
Yeah, I was actually thinking of
No,
can I take next?
I
time?
think it'd be better on ice, but
Yeah?
Mike.
yeah, I'll say
what
it's good.
Well, I'm
What do we
dry.
call you? 3 sheets, Mike?
Watered down.
Son of a, you know what it is. It's Mikey 2 Sheets. Mikey Soprano.
Mikey 2 times.
Can you
Yeah.
can my intro be that every time now with the Sopranos? I'm
Yeah,
already
do you
dry.
want to pay for the rights to that?
Yes, I'm
Right?
on it.
Okay.
It's like 50 cents, right? I'm
I
already
think 50
dry.
Cent did
my,
do a version of that.
my drink is already gone. I slammed it. I thought it was awesome. I'm going to be awake and drunk now. Let's do this. This is like the worst thing in the world. Ugh.
For me,
Awake and drunk.
I'd say overall this is pretty good. It's not something I drink on a regular basis. It does remind me a little bit of a Bailey's vibe.
Yes.
Oh yeah, okay. I
You
see
can
that. Yep.
you can definitely taste a little bit of hint of the vanilla in there. Overall, I'm going to give it a thumbs up, and I would agree with Tony. I think it'd be probably a little bit better on ice.
This is the first time in show history we've got 4 thumbs up. Is that
I'm not counting the Steve and Kyle episode. I don't think anything we poured for them was going to make it work.
like what the hell?
No.
Like they have those ones that don't have the taste that you can ever like. What does he eat? Like he gets goes to Taco Bell and gets 10 hard shell tacos with just meat and cheese, doesn't he? Like he has the palate of a
I have
5-year-old.
thoughts on that.
It's probably why he had that heart
That's
surgery.
right into the word of the
I
day.
shouldn't say it.
I was
not
going
gonna
to
be
ask
kind.
you if you caught the episode,
Oh,
but
yes.
apparently you did.
The only thing I agreed with that they talked about was horses. That was about it.
Yeah, they're scared.
That they're scared of
shit.
horse?
They're scared. Yeah,
The horses?
The horses are dumb
Yeah. Oh my
and
god!
useless.
Kind of like me and orca whales.
Oh yeah,
Hashtag
you and
fucking
orca
orca.
whales.
I hate
Fucking
them.
What happened
orcas.
to you and the orca whale?
I don't know.
See, that's
What
Show
did
us
they
on the
do to
doll
you?
where the orca whale touched
At
you,
least-
Michael.
That's the thing. I've got an
Mikey
excuse
Two
with the
Sheets.
horses. Like when I was a kid, I remember being
Yeah.
freaked out by horses.
Absolutely.
Where you ran into an orca whale
I
is
wanna know
beyond me.
that
I watch
story.
a lot of nature shows. I literally watch them all the time. They kill gray. I like gray whales. They kill them just because they can kill them.
But
They kill for fun. Like they're
You
like
know that
us, but they're in the ocean. And
okay.
they kill great white sharks, which a lot of people would like. Oh, that's cool.
Now they also killed Great White, the band, too. If I
Get out.
understand
Once
that correctly.
bitten.
Just leave.
Twice shy.
Hey, go ahead and play that clip.
You know, there's a music rabbit hole, and that's not it.
And there's the show, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in.
No.
That's the wrong.
Yeah, so
That wasn't the music that you wanted?
I have got a new one, a new segment. If you guys will humor me
Let's
for
hear
a
it.
moment, we're going to call this "There Is a Better Correction" and/or retraction.
Oh, does it mean we have to do
Sounds
research now for this
clumsy.
podcast?
Actually, it was me kind of sounding almost drunk already. Yeah, do you got that clip, Andy? There, Tony. He's looking for it right now. So basically, it was okay. You guys know I don't normally re-listen to our show. Not that one. Oh no, that is the wrong clip.
You said that
is the wrong clip.
Wait, no, that was the second one.
Yes, that is correct.
Oh,
That's all
I
right.
feel like
Blew
this
right
is about
past
to.
it.
I feel like
So
he's about to take a shot at me.
you guys know I don't typically re-listen to our shows, right?
Yes, I did know. I did know
Sometimes.
that.
I will
So
never listen to
there
the
is
show.
a reason I did that. First of all, go ahead and play the clip real quick.
It's time to show her the goods. But I decided I was going to need some props to make it work.
So this is
I don't
from
fancy myself a
episode
shutter
27.
bug, But after a few snaps of the camera, I sent her a
My favorite episode, by the way.
Ansel Adams drop his drawers and spank himself. It's been called a lot of things. Johnson, Becker, Main Vein, Mutton Dagger, One-Eyed Willie, Tool, Peter,
Mutton
Ankle
Dagger?
Spanker. You get the idea. And I'll bet dollars to dog nuts nobody had ever seen one this big or this colorful. If you haven't put the pieces of the puzzle together yet, I'll spell it out for you. I sent her a snap of Skittles. That's right, Skittles. In the shape of a giant penis.
All right. So basically, if you hadn't heard episode 27, that was from episode 27. If you want to get the full thing, you can listen to that. But
If you want to get the full thing,
the first,
just get some Skittles.
the full
Hey-o.
thing, like the whole
the full bit.
Segment.
Talking about the bit, not the
all,
not
20,
the.
all 20 inches of my Skittles.
Jesus, Casey and JoJo.
That must have been a giant bag.
So yeah, basically,
That's a twofold
It's a
joke
double
right
bagger.
there.
it's
Ooh.
better corrections and retractions. I wanted to give credit to the music because the music was freaking awesome, and it's sweet that there are people out there that just put this stuff out and say, "Hey, if you want to use this, go ahead." So music by Silverman Sound Studios and Lion Free Music. So a big round of applause for them for putting together some kick-ass music that absolutely fit what I was looking for.
They worked perfectly.
I have a lot
Hooray
of
for YouTube libraries.
And the next part is for Two Sheets here. I am going to give you props. You are the one that came up with the Skittles penis.
Yes, you went back and looked through the text, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
I told you. I told you it
time
was me.
o'clock
Now
did that
here's where the line here's where the line of confusion came in, though. I did already have the idea of doing Skittles, but
And
then
I-
you said Skittles penis, and I was like, oh yeah, that's pretty freaking
just
good.
pulled it all together.
So again,
Yeah.
just wanted to give you props and give you credit where credit
That might
is
be the
due.
first in podcast history that that a Skittle penis has been trending, and it was that.
A
that
Skittle
skit-
penis is also affiliated with Mikey Two Sheets.
Yes.
Mikey Two Balls?
Like what? No,
Mikey
two
Two
sheets.
Balls.
Why
Let's-
are we making it a thing?
I'm glad you had the Skittles on hand.
Yeah, it was
They're very
Because what
colorful.
if you didn't?
Actually, no, I had to go up to the store to get the
Oh my
Skittles.
god!
Yeah.
Well-
you just blew the whole thing.
You blew your wad.
You just
Oh,
really,
Way to go. You
I
just-
blew every bit of that Skittles. I guarantee you.
He put it together and then he ate it one by one, sitting alone,
Did you
waiting
slap
for the
it
text to
Crying
come
as
back.
text
No,
came
man.
in.
No,
Come on, the
after
text
I had
will
that
come
poured
back.
out on the counter, man, I just like
You leave it there for days?
Wait,
Vacuum cleaner. Sucked it like a vacuum
No,
cleaner.
you did not.
Jesus.
Bullshit.
You went from the balls
No, I
first, didn't you?
didn't.
You wouldn't
You
grab
actually
one.
licked
He's
it from the
waiting for the
table,
text
from
to
the
come
tip
back.
to the balls.
I was
Just-
being sardonic.
Can't wait till I see that text come back. I'm like,
All right.
this stick.
All right, I want to finish up
color-coded
with.
style.
I want to finish up with the corrections and retractions here. Okay.
God, there's more?
Yeah, there's one final one. I want to apologize to anybody and everybody that happened to listen to episode 27. I don't know
Does that
what.
include us in the
Wow.
room?
I don't know what the deal was, but for some reason, I lacked vocabulary that day. It was like ridiculous. I don't know how many times I said basically in that episode. Seriously, I was listening to it.
Did you
It's no
count
worse
how
than any
many?
other
You
time.
said you
I
didn't
don't know.
catch that.
Well, to encourage extra listens, here's what I would offer. I would offer.
Okay.
Go back, listen to 27, make a drinking game out of it.
Every time you say basically.
Every time I say
Ooh.
basically, I want you to say
Basilic?
basically.
Every time he talks about the basilisk,
Every time I say it, you take a shot. That's all there is to it.
By the way, that episode has been one of our best ones ever as far as listenership. So I think you are way off on this one. I think you're perfectly fine. If you're correcting verbiage,
basic.
I'm screwed because I can't say one damn word.
I'm just gonna say, Ghosty, don't be an apologist. It's
What?
all good.
Own your shit.
It was
Own
one.
your
Of,
shit.
it was one of those things where I. But this is
Look at this.
why
It's on
I
a list.
don't
ownership,
listen
onanism.
to the episodes.
Wait, that's not the right
No,
word.
that's not the right word.
Because
Shit.
I will critique the shit out of myself.
Dude, you're fine. Like
If you can actually critique
you-
shit out of you.
Well, you can.
you're
Once
trying.
It happens. Once it's out there, you
It's
can critique it.
Unnecessary.
nuts.
And then
I
you
listened to-
flush it, and then you
All
say
right.
goodbye.
I
You
listened
kiss
to
it
all of
goodbye.
our episodes.
I was
Great
just sitting there
promos.
going, shut the fuck up.
Ouch.
Dude, if I hear you say basically one more time. Oh, and I punched myself. That's exactly right.
Basically,
Right in the-
it's a drink.
So you didn't
Right in
answer
the
the
Skittles.
I need a retraction as well. Apparently,
Okay.
I want to know where on the Skittles
wanna
dick
know
pic. Where did you start
what
when you
you're
started eating those
thinking.
Skittles? I know you didn't throw them away. Did you start from the tip, or did you start from the balls and work your way to the tip?
Or did you go color coded?
I already told you, man.
I think you went right for the middle of the shaft.
I
and just
sucked it
pulled.
up like a vacuum cleaner.
You did not-
I rest my
don't know.
face right on that
Oh,
counter and
wow.
just.
Do we have any live action photos
I'm
of this?
so glad you clarified because I literally thought you just like vacuumed them. Now you're saying you like sucked them up with your mouth.
Well,
like
well,
a vacuum.
Guesty over
That's
here.
how I suck everything up.
Sweet baby Jesus.
I'm gonna suck up the rest of this drink with my mouth.
I think
Jesus
you have
Christ
more in
of
the
Latter-day
can.
Saints.
well,
Did you say I'm
Guesty-
gonna have more in the can, or I'm
I
having
think
more in
there's.
the can?
Is there more in the can?
No,
There,
isn't
there
more.
should be. You know,
Right,
this might be
right,
part of
right.
our Patreon that we can reenact this somehow, some
Ooh.
way. Ghosty Skittles
Phallus.
sucker upper
Phallus.
action
Well, Guesty-
video sequence.
Guesty
And then
brought,
we'll
like-
put it in the, and then we'll make it like that aha take
Let's
on
be
me
clear.
video. And it would be really cool. Oh, what is that?
Well, Guesty
What do you
brought
got?
two gigantic bags of Skittles for this for us to snack on. Apparently,
Okay.
Imagine the size of the phallus we can make with this thing.
But
this
two
can
sheets.
get up the whole damn table behind us.
2 sheets. Be really clear. These
Yes.
aren't basic Skittles.
They're not basics.
No.
Those are not the basic
No.
Skittles. You have
We have
to
tropical,
appreciate that they are
wild
different
berry.
flavors.
And that was the thing when I went to the
And-
store to go get the Skittles. I
Ooh,
had to
sour.
decide was I going to get that kind
Make
or
his
the
ass
regular.
pucker.
I decided it needed to be classic Skittles
Yeah.
Does the phallus have a sour taste to
Because
it?
you're. Never mind. You. Okay.
because I'm never.
Are there
The
s-
shape you were going for had to be classic.
Are
right?
there salty
did.
Skittles?
Okay. Not
Ghosty.
sour,
Not
not tropical.
I can't do the sour one.
Salty.
What was
You're not
the-
gonna make
what
a
was the other
tropical
one you
dick.
brought?
Wild
Berry. That one's berry.
Oh yeah, the berries are good.
Berry. If you're making the
Wild
berries,
berry.
Marion
Fuck that,
Berry. I hear he likes that
wild
one too.
dingleberries.
you can do the berries.
I'm going to open this shit
Those
up
are
right
really
now.
good, actually. The berry ones are
I'm on
probably
it.
the
I'm on
best. Yeah, he's going for them.
It's going to be gone by
No, I was just
end of
tickling the Skittles ball.
No,
segment
my-
here.
Don't just put your hand in and rub your hands all over the Skittles.
Ugh.
Oh yeah, I did.
No COVID.
Well, you did, but Mike
Well-
said he didn't want to eat it. Two
Mikey-
sheets is
Mike's
over
two
here. I don't
sheets.
want to eat them. I just want to fondle
I like
them.
how 2 sheets is sticking. Like for some
2
reason
sheets is sticking.
I
Did
love
you
it.
hear that?
they stick together. Why do
You
think,
said it.
Why do you think there's 2 sheets?
Two
Ghosty.
sheets.
Two sheets.
That's
Believe it
what
or not-
happens when
So
you
the
play with your
apologist
Skittles in
segment
bed.
is over for Ghosty, right? Okay.
Playing with your
Great,
Skittles
great,
in
great,
bed.
great, great.
I can't believe a segment's going to be a permanent part of this. Is going to be retraction and corrections.
All right, moving on to the next part.
I think
Knowing
you made
us,
it
I
clear
have-
two
I
sheets
have a
that don't do this
retraction.
ever again.
Here's the deal.
Don't ever do this again.
Here's the deal. I feel like this is going to be a regular part of our show. So next week we can apologize for that segment.
that this segment's gone on for 15 minutes of retractions and apologies.
Okay.
All
As
right.
long as I'm not the
That's
apology.
not long
Don't
enough.
make Guesty
That's
the
not long
apology.
enough.
We'll try to make this a little bit quicker. So basically, there
Drink.
it is. Drink.
Oh!
Do we have to do it too?
You're gonna need a refill.
Yeah, I got to refill mine.
You're gonna need a refill by the
You're
end
doing
of
that. I'm
this.
going to get
Oh,
myself
boy.
a drink as well because we're out of the
Yeah, I got more.
Coffee beer.
I need a something else.
Yeah.
I only
Yeah.
brought 2 because I thought that's all we'd need. Anyway,
You were wrong.
today on There Is a Better Discussion. Okay, so the skit that I wrote, there was a point where I had the whole, the whole catfish skit that basically had a point. Here it is again.
Drink, bitches.
Wow.
I love this is gonna be. I love that this is gonna be a
It's
thing.
going to be a regular thing.
I love it. I love it so much.
I think Ghosty should eat like a handful of Skittles every time he says it. He's gonna be sick in a different way.
Yeah, it's going to be a rough day. I am trying not to say that right now. You know, I think it helps me feel grounded. I think that's why I say it all the time.
Okay.
To be honest, until you pointed it out, I never even noticed it.
Well, I did. Anyway, so when I write skits, do anything like that, basically.
No, my goodness.
He's never gonna get through the next segment now.
Inevitably, I will take a moment.
I think we need a thesaurus in this moment.
Well, and that's kind of what this was about.
Oh, I'm
there is
so
this
sorry.
there is this
Oh,
thing
shit.
where
Oh shit!
Sardonic.
Sardonic.
I wasn't trying to be.
There is a thing I will do. So I'll Webernet search for any inspiration, help, or
The
anything like
interwebs.
that. And there was a point where I did a whole 2 kinds of people in this
Sardonic.
world. I didn't have a really good thing to come up with, so I ended up kind of doing a search on the web. And Mike, can you pull up the
Already got to pull
the
up, my
link
friend.
there? The link? Okay, go ahead and click on that. This is from Digital Synopsis. Go ahead and stay right on that first one.
Yep.
Digitalsynopsis.com, and I looked up 2 kinds of people, and they had some pretty cool graphics. And the funny thing is, I don't actually seem to tend to be one of these 2 kinds of people in most cases.
See,
God,
of course
he's
you're
a
not.
Third kind.
But I got to thinking about you guys. And I wanted to take a shot at it and see if I could figure out what kind of
Well, you have to
guy
say
you are.
basically first.
So they have.
Stop
I
it.
am doing
You're
my
being
best
sardonic.
not to say
It'll
it.
come out organically. Just wait.
This is painful not to say
Sardonic.
it. Basically, it's sardonic.
Oh!
That was intentional.
He did it
just
It's
so you
totally
guys know.
purpose.
planned. Fuck you. Don't
Okay.
take a drink.
Take a drink.
In fact,
You have to
vomit
give it
out the
back.
last
You
one.
have to give it back.
All right. So they had on digitalsynopsis.com.
We'll tag them in our socials.
These graphics that I thought were pretty freaking awesome. Describing 2 different kinds of people. Now, if I only do
Close.
half, that does not count.
That doesn't count. You have to go through the whole word.
You got to give the whole Monty.
What's
I
the
do.
word again for the folks playing at home?
Basically.
Into that hot mic.
Which those 2 you can drink. Okay, so they have all these different graphics.
good stuff.
Obviously, we can't show people the graphics, but I can describe them.
I'll
real
put them
quick.
on
For
the.
those
I'll put 'em on
playing
the
at
social.
home.
Getting
not
to
a
the
visual
getting
medium.
to the first one, I want you guys to let me know which one you are.
I know which one I am.
One or multiple phone alarms on your phone? One or multiple? Mike, I guessed you as multiple. Tony, I guessed you as one.
Correct.
Wrong.
Fuck
You're
you.
one?
Wow.
I'm always one.
Fuck
I'm-
you.
The ones that
Two
are number
sheets.
2, I'd be really pissed off by.
Wait. Did you guess that right then? Did he guess that right?
No, he's
No,
wrong.
he said
for me.
multiple.
Oh, you're
I
multiple.
got Mike wrong. I got Tony right. Tony, I knew for sure because he doesn't even like fucking waking up.
No.
Yeah.
So
I
I knew
don't.
he was only
Yeah.
gonna have one.
Yeah.
All right,
I was a
Guesty.
But I keep hitting the snooze alarm, or the snooze on the alarm.
I'm
so
too new, so you don't.
Technically.
No,
you know.
well, I wasn't going to guess on you, but
Oh, you can.
You
You
are.
can. Go
You
for
are.
it.
a
You can guess.
If I was to guess, what
love it. Do
what
it.
I know about you, I would say multiple.
do it.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You can't
Wait.
miss it.
not bad.
Wait. Is this 360? Do people get to guess you?
Go ahead.
Hey, we
Take
should
a
do
shot.
that. Yeah, go ahead.
You're
it's not taking
singular.
shots.
This is not an easy one.
Is this a vote?
No,
Or is this
just go
independent?
ahead. Just
Oh,
go
okay.
ahead.
Take your guess.
Do it.
Go ahead.
Well, he said he already tipped us off in that he said he doesn't
He's a
fit into any of
third.
these boxes.
That
So
is
I don't
true.
think he has an alarm.
I think
it's not
no,
true.
he's got to have one.
I think
one.
he's a one, but he does the sleep function. So technically, it's
snooze.
multiple.
You know what I
but
think?
you only have
Snooze.
one.
I think he's 1
That's what
on
I'm
the
guessing.
weekdays. He's 2 on the weekends.
You think he has a weekend one? What?
I honestly,
He's got to wake up for the Steve and Kyle podcast.
Well, that's
If
Tuesday.
I
my
was to
God.
call it anything, I'd say 0.
Fuck.
So I
Who
don't.
said 0 in this room? Raise your hand.
I was a.
I don't.
You
I was
kind of were
close.
on it, Guesty.
I used to have multiple. Then there was a
Never.
point I brought
Almost
it
go
down
with
to
your gut.
1, and then when the pandemic came around,
You're like.
I was like, well, I was at home, and
Yeah.
it was this thing where I found out that basically I.
No!
Hey!
We're gonna get drunk.
I didn't mean to laugh that hard
I am drinking.
into the mic.
I never noticed it.
Sorry about that.
Oh, it's constant, dude. It's constant, man. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Jesus Christ, Mike is already out of beer. We gotta hit you up again.
Now
we gotta hook you up
wait
with
a
something
hot-
stronger
he
this
didn't,
time.
He didn't say it that many times. Two sheets.
Well,
All right.
Anyway,
I'm working on 3.
Yeah, it is gonna. We are not gonna get through all these. I can tell that already.
Let's try.
So
Let's try.
I found out that I wake up
Words of
on my
encouragement.
own without an alarm just fine, unless, of course, I've been hanging out with you guys and I've been saying,
and jammered.
if I've been saying basically a lot, we get really drunk.
we're gonna let that one slide.
All right. On to number 2, make the bed or leave it a mess. Mike, I guessed as make the bed.
Military.
Correct.
Yeah,
Military bed.
background. I kind of figured as much. Tony, I would say a mess, and I kind of know that already.
Yeah, you already know that.
Yeah. Tony and I.
How many
used to-
sheets are on the bed?
We were roommates for
Just
quite
two.
a while. Quite
Not
a while.
the fitted?
So we kind of know that.
Just
Fuck
2.
the fitted.
In Guesty's
tried to fold a
case, Guesty's case. I'm gonna say make the bed.
Let's make the bed for sure.
You are correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
and we'll leave it to Guesty to guess me.
Guesty.
Ooh, I love it. Oh, I love this next one. You have a bed, right?
He curls up in the
You could
corner.
see
I'm gonna
his
start the
face.
thought
It
process
just,
here,
all
'cause-
the life just dripped
Again,
right out of it.
Well, you saw how I
depends on
greeted
what
him.
you define as a bed.
You saw how I greeted him today. I love busting this guy. He's amazing.
Tony
So-
will tell you.
Well, at least she acknowledges
I'm gonna
your
say
fucking
because Tony has
Who you?
seen my
Who dat?
bed.
Who dat?
Yeah, Tony has seen my bed.
I'm gonna
and
say
he
not
knows.
me.
we're not going to go into details of
It's
how.
it's a different kind of bed.
I feel like 50-50. Like some days it's a make the
It's
bed, and
inflatable.
some days it's like fuck it, I don't care.
God, you are good at this.
Hold on.
So his
This is a trick, isn't it? It's a
That's how I feel
Ghosty's
about it.
bed is inflatable, and when we talk about him making his bed, it means that he deflates it, folds it up, and puts
That's
it
a
in
step
the
too
closet.
far.
No,
So
no.
he-
I got it.
That's a step too far.
It's something he's never done before. It's pull-out bed. It's a pull-out, right?
You're talking about he has like
No,
what is
my-
that thing called? It folds up into the wall.
A Murphy bed.
A Murphy,
Murphy bed.
He's not a Murphy bed.
No,
Murphy bed.
I have
I
it-
just feel like he's gonna do what he decides to do when he wakes up.
You are
Oh,
correct.
and not only that,
Sort of
like
correct.
naturally wake up.
You have spy
Sort of
cameras
correct.
in his
Basically,
room?
is correct.
Okay. First of all,
no.
the bed is a European style bed. I
does that
intentionally. It
mean?
means it's lower to the ground.
And he
Oh
pees
yeah,
in
okay.
it.
And the reason I did that
Jesus.
is because I can't stand it when I leave stuff under the bed. And that was my way of like getting over that because I hate clutter. I hate extra stuff.
And you
in my
hate
life.
monsters under the bed, too.
Amen.
They live under there.
Calling
They're
all the
scary.
monsters.
And
Scary
regarding
as
whether
You were
regarding-
scarred.
regarding whether I make my bed or not, usually after the sheets and the bedding's all been clean,
2 sheets.
like the first week I usually make the bed,
Fitted.
and then after that I give up.
Say that again. I was watching this punch show over here. What happened?
He was molesting my nipples when he said 2 sheets.
I can't even.
I will make the bed.
Look, he
after
gave it to
it's
me
been
before the
cleaned
show started.
for
I figured
about
I had
the
to pay him
first
back.
week, and then
Oh.
I stop. I'm like I don't want to do this.
Okay, I'm going to ask this extra question and just tell me if you want to move on because I love this next one. So like after a few days when the sheets aren't feeling as like crisp and
Yes.
fresh and like you're kind
Right.
of like fuck it, I don't care. And then like
That's
when it's time
exactly
to
it.
wash it again, then you feel compelled to like make the bed,
Are you-
make it like comfy to get back
Are
into.
you like
Am
living
I
in
wrong?
his brain?
No,
For, like,
she's just
it's
she
kinda
just has a
weird.
cam. See, that's why I brought Guesty in
All
here.
right.
This is really
Anyway.
you've seen Dateline before where they bring the guy in.
I've
and we're
seen
like-
every goddamn Dateline.
Yeah, well, you see Dateline where Chris Hansen brings the guy and like, yeah, just go ahead and take a seat right there. This is
No,
exactly what's
Chris
happening between
Hansen
Guesty
is
and
not
Ghosty.
on Dateline.
Why does everybody like Guesty more
He was-
or Ghosty? See, no, that's foreboding.
Seriously,
Foreboding.
basically.
Foreboding.
All right,
Sardonic.
our third graphic.
I love this one.
Our third graphic
okay,
regarding
Sardonic.
Toilet paper.
Yes, but
Do
use
we,
some. I
do we
use some.
roll in towards the wall or do you roll out?
It's
And in
Roll
both
out.
cases, I called you guys roll out. So roll out.
you mean over the top or
So basically pulling towards you.
yes?
Pulling towards you.
Did he say it?
he said it.
Oh, I missed
Oh,
it.
he missed
you,
it.
you got it.
I'm out of
I'm
beer
all-
again. This
Oh,
is
yeah,
horseshit.
sorry
It's
about
not
that.
my fault, Michael.
Yeah, see, you caught
Mikey
that one.
2 sheets.
Thank you, babe.
Is it Mikey Two Sheets? It's a full name, right?
Yeah, Mikey Two Sheets.
Okay, I keep cutting
Two
it to
Sheets-
2 sheets.
2 sheets works. I love it.
Two key-
And that
two
was
sheets.
unintended. It was supposed to be Mikey Soprano, but I like this.
Tiki 2 sheets.
It means I'm going to whack you after the show. You're
right.
sleeping with the fucking fishes.
Mike, roll
Feckin'
in or
fishes.
roll out.
I'm over the top.
So
Yeah, you are.
This one,
you're rolling out.
Yeah,
that was perfect, and that wasn't that was unintended, but that works.
Tony,
Go ahead and guess. I think you guys
I
already
said
know.
roll out.
You're this one.
Over the top.
Yeah, me too.
Roll out.
Over
Oh
the
yeah,
top.
over the top.
Oh, yeah. All right. All the way around. And here's my deal with this. Unless you have a cat that really, really digs, like, playing with toilet paper, you've seen that, right?
Yeah.
It should always be roll out. That's just ridiculous.
Yeah, never trust anybody who
I think
does
you
roll
are
in.
an insane monster if you roll in. Unless you have a cat that likes to play with toilet paper.
I just want to say I live with insane monsters then, because I'm constantly correcting this.
This is unacceptable.
in all the bathrooms.
So
You
you
need
have
a
all
divorce,
insane
like, 'cause that-
monsters.
Yeah.
You need to
Yeah.
move on because that's not acceptable.
People don't care. They're just like, oh, it's there. We're lucky if there's
No.
toilet paper there.
It should be.
This is true. I was just over the other day.
See?
I was just over to Guesty's. I know Guesty. Yes, and
Well,
she,
how
and
else would I
she's-
be here?
Oh, right,
That'd be
exactly.
weird.
And she's.
For the love of the
I hear her
podcast.
yelling
Stranger?
out into the ether of the household. Where's the toilet paper? Now, obviously, she wasn't
Did a
in
teen
need of
show
it
up?
at the time.
Did a teen show up?
No, nobody showed
Nobody
up.
showed up.
Nobody showed up.
Sorry.
You're
But
on your own,
instead-
brother.
Yeah.
Good luck.
You're on your own.
Nobody showed
Oh,
up.
no.
Well, let's guess for Ghosty. I'm guessing he's probably neither. He's probably a fucking moist.
Somehow
towelette.
he's right in the middle.
No,
Oh my
Somehow
gosh.
it comes out of the middle of the
I
roll.
live with a moist towelette.
This is one where
They're always in stock. I don't get it.
I was one or the other, and I am definitely roll out. So yes, towards you. There is no way. It's like I said, you got to be an insane monster
Over.
to do
Yeah.
it the other way.
I agree.
It's just
well,
that's
you
just
said there's
silly.
like a
Acquiesce.
there's like a cat. You know, if they're like
Gotta
if
be
there's an
some type of
animal or
scumbag.
something.
Yes,
that's
that makes sense.
Impacting.
That is my exception
And
to the rule
also, I'd be
because I
mad.
did have a cat that did that, and that's why I had to do that for a while.
Okay, so then do you constantly have to leave your bathroom door closed?
I'm not going to do that. That's just silly.
Well, why does the cat need to be in the bathroom?
A cat likes
Good
to wander
point.
around.
It's a
I don't
performance.
know.
They're there for the show.
Are they?
It's an indoor cat.
Okay,
Give it
get
as
outta
much
here,
room
two
as it
sheets.
can move around. I mean, come
Well,
on.
you have a cat too, right? Yeah, you have,
have
a cat.
two,
You have
and a
two.
dog, and-
And do you put on a show for your cats? when they're-
37 kids.
Do you put on a show for the
37?
cats?
Yeah.
Oof.
Some that we claim, some we don't, right?
I used to have one cat that would automatically, if I was taking a crap, he would come into the bathroom because he knew I would actually pay attention to him.
Because you had a little time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
That's what
hanging
like,
my
out.
dog does.
and I was like, this is
My dog will
awkward.
not come into the bathroom.
My
This is
my
awkward.
cat from hell will just sit outside the door and meow
On the outside,
until I
waiting.
pay attention to her.
I have been dog sitting a cat this week,
gotta get
or
in
a
here.
dog sitting
You've been
a cat.
dog sitting
yes,
a
I've been
cat?
dog sitting a cat.
How's that working out?
It's working great.
But
Is
have you
it
ever cat
basically
sat a dog?
awesome?
I'm being sardonic.
Sardonic.
So yeah, it kept trying to come into the bathroom anytime I go to the
Sardonic.
bathroom. I'm like, come on, really? After a
First of
while,
all-
it would like nudge it with its nose
It would be-
the bathroom door, and I'm like, no, stay the hell out.
It's official. We can't
Guessed.
get through one damn episode without going to bathroom humor of some type. Like, it happens every time.
Well, we
at
were
this
talking
time, it
about
wasn't my
toilet
fault.
paper.
This was not my fault this time.
For once,
this
it's
was
not.
on the yes. Thank
This
you.
was a toilet paper.
This was on the
piece.
thing.
Do we wanna
It
do
didn't
one
sound
more?
right.
Thingamadoo.
Let me look down the list. You guys keep
How many
talking
do we
about
have
your toilet
here?
paper. Well, there was a, there was
Oh,
What?
number 6. Oh,
In
God.
hell.
See, that's the thing. There's
That's
a,
too easy.
there's a lot of good ones. Hold on. Let's go. Let's see. We got sandwich cut.
Not a visual medium.
We'll skip over that one.
Yeah.
Phone notifications. We'll skip over that.
Oh, that's
Oh, we should. Oh,
do you
I like
do you
that
want to
one.
do that one?
Yeah, let's do that
I
one.
like that one.
Lucky number 7.
All right, so number 7 is phone notifications. Now, I didn't quite get what they were hinting at. Is it get notifications or don't?
It means leaving them on red or not read.
or
Leaving 'em
yeah,
on
I think that's
what
what
it's
it's
check
talking about,
notifications or never check.
Right.
All right, so I did not take a guess because I wasn't exactly sure. If I was to say anything, Mike, I would think you would be clearing your notifications.
Absolute. Well, with certain ones, like certain apps can go fuck themselves in their snooty shit.
And that's fair.
But like if it's a text from you guys, if you haven't realized this, I normally reply to you guys within seconds every single time.
Aw.
I am,
We just figured that's because you're a douchebag, but
but well, obviously everybody knows that already.
I expect immediate
Timely.
response always.
Immediate.
Now you're gonna get a response. It's
You
gonna
do
be like,
know
I'm gonna
I-
put you on ice now. I'm gonna like,
Do
first of all,
you
go fuck
know-
yourself. Second
do
of all, I'll be
you-
with you in a minute. Third of all, here's your answer.
Do you know what I'm being?
Facetious.
Sardonic.
There you go.
Wait, facetious.
Basic.
And you
Well,
know
let's do that
this.
one too.
Yeah.
And you know this
All right,
because
fine.
sometimes I don't even respond to you fuckers.
Sometimes
No,
you don't
YouTube-
even act like you have a phone. Let's just be real about
YouTube
that.
this, I'm like, hey, why don't we do this for the show? And it's either my idea is so fucking terrible, which is probably
That's
what
why
happens,
most likely.
or you guys
Be a
leave
little
me on
hard on
ice
yourself,
for
man.
like 8 hours at a time, and it pisses me
We
off.
just
to know
let you sweat because we know you're going to. We know you're sweating, and we love it.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You're so
My
full of
phone
shit.
perspires because you're sweating over the waiting for our texts.
Wow.
Tony is, I would say he's probably a mix of both.
A mix of both. I typically like to clear them out if I can.
Yeah.
There are some that I leave on there just because I don't want to fucking look at them.
And finally, in Guesty's case, I am going to say probably clear them out.
Yes.
You are wrong.
Whoa.
Mix of both?
You are wrong.
Oh, wait a minute.
You just don't get
Just
notifications?
don't care.
Oh, no, I get them.
She just throw her phone
All
in
right.
the fucking river
How many?
with the bodies.
There was a point where we're sitting with my sister. We're about to go fly to Hawaii. She looks over at my phone.
This is a great story.
This is a great story. She looks over my phone and she gives me the biggest.
I was being sardonic.
Oh my God, she was so mad at me. I had over 10,000 emails unread.
God.
She looks at me and she's like, "Who the fuck are you?" She's like, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, your emails." And I
You're
was
like, oh, this is just this morning.
I was like, I don't read junk email. I know it's junk. Like I go through them. I just don't delete them. I don't get time for that. So
nobody
all
got
week
time for
long,
that.
she's putting pressure on me. So I finally got my emails cleared out, but only because someone was like on my ass about it all week. I'm like, I'm trying to be on vacation. So yeah.
What the heck is this crap?
Hey.
Sorry. Anyway, yeah.
Mikey Jumps. Oh.
No. Oh, God.
In case anybody wanted to know, for me, I am about 75%. Leave it unchecked. So.
Until you
didn't
see it's
ask,
a
but
message.
okay.
Yeah, I was actually...
If it's a message from Mike,
well,
leave it unchecked.
after you said the email thing, I got to thinking about it, and I was like, yeah, I've got 3,821 emails unread.
That are junk.
And I'm getting
You
a
know
call
what?
at the moment.
This is a
I
great.
anything,
I currently
unsubscribe.
have 62 YouTube
Yeah.
notifications undone.
No, 16 is
And I
terrible.
currently have
Fuck
25 text messages unread.
See,
and fuck 17 as well. We're gonna post those on our
And there's-
societal
And-
media.
And my
importance.
phone just fell behind the
That shit's
couch.
in the.
and
That's
I
where
am
you drop my
perfectly
debit card
fine with that.
at Burger King. That's where my debit card is. He dropped it into
oh
Mordor.
my God, there's so many things happening.
Look at number 16 is.
Hold on. Before we get to that, bookmark. Did we want to do that one?
No, fuck
Where's the parking one?
Nobody
Parking
knows what
one
it
was
is.
You
number
guys had
8
the
or 9,
reaction.
I think.
Because I don't think anybody
Oh, 6.
anybody here is the second part of that.
No,
I
nobody
don't
is.
think anybody. Well,
Not a
now,
chance.
unless you
I'm not a
have.
monster.
So real quickly, a quick description of what we're looking at. Park, and here's what I did. What number is that? 6.
Six.
This is what I described it as. Straight into a parking spot or park like a fucking asshole. I believe
accurate.
we are all on board with that.
Yeah. So there are
B
6
version
spaces.
is a fucking asshole.
I'd
There-
like to note that the model of car that's parked like that is sporty looking.
It's a very sporty
Very
looking.
sportsy looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got
There's a
6
personality
parking
tied to
spots.
that.
Well done, and then you've got like the second graphic has 5 cars with a diagonal parked car fucking everybody else.
We'll put
up.
these on our socials.
Yeah.
Can we talk about one more real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's skip down to the one that's like it looks like to be forward hat versus backward hat. Okay.
Yeah.
This is like every douchey fucking YouTuber has backwards hat. Like there's a whole fucking clan of people out there, and I'm sure every white guy in America can't figure out how to wear your fucking hat. And I was that douchey guy back in my 20s because I used to do the same thing. I remember going to these games, like go to any fucking sports game
games,
right now,
yeah.
and all these people have the sun in their eye.
Sports.
Only if there was an object that could block the sun from their eyes.
If
If you
only.
just turn your fucking hat back the regular way.
I am not willing to pass judgment on the way a person wears their hat. So.
Oh, that's the fucking line. There it is.
It's not. I mean,
all this
it's
other shit.
crap.
You're like I'm gonna kill this person if they park in the parking spot. But this guy have his backwards hat. Yeah, that's okay.
But I
With
will also
sunglasses?
tell you, I rarely wear a hat. Rarely.
What the hell's
Ever.
this crap?
You know that.
I already played that bit.
Oh, sorry. All right, that was a good segment. I liked it.
Well, thanks.
You know, I think it's time that we should probably just
Hit him with the mid
hit him with a mid-tro.
We'll
Let's
come
take a
back
little break.
strong with it. That actually went by really, really
It
fast.
did go really
Fast.
fast.
Basically.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But why don't you
Shut
go
your
ahead and
Skittles off
tease
right away.
what we got coming up.
All right, coming up, we have Tony's going to have a segment about big tech stalking us, basically.
Yeah, basically.
Then,
Hey, there's two.
basically.
Can't keep up.
Then I'm going to close this down with, there's two segments, actually. There's a better podcast. Game for a Movie will be up for that. And there's a better entertainment corner with Squid Game,
We should
Black
probably
Widow,
flip those
and
around, though.
Oats Studio. I take a
Is that Hollow Notes
I
know that
Studio?
one. Holland.
I have some
Oats.
input on that
Holland
Squid
Oats.
Game, so
I have lots.
yeah, me too.
I have a smidge.
I don't give a shit, but you guys go right on and have some fun.
I like squids. Nah, that's a lie. I don't even like squids either. They're like right up there with orca whales with me.
Yeah, real
Are you
big.
kidding me?
It's a real bitch.
Octopuses are fucking awesome.
You ever seen them
Octopuses?
jump out of the water and
They
attack?
make great
Awesome.
ink pens.
Okay, seriously, let's get out
They
of this
jump out of the
outro.
water?
Let's move on.
We have to do something because Ghosty's going to be a captain jammered if we don't.
Yeah, I was just going
Well,
to say.
so is our
all that's
entire
gonna come
listening
out
audience.
Of him is that one word.
Basically,
See?
sardonically.
Can you say my nickname in your voice?
Two shits.
Two
Shit! No, I don't want it to turn into that.
I mean, it's the second thing I thought.
I don't give two shits about that. Ooh.
See?
I
I feel like you
now all of a
should.
sudden it's okay.
And I
There's
know
your
you hate it,
onanism about-
but I feel like you need to reconsider Mikey now. Because Mikey Two Sheets works a lot better.
I am. I'm all on. I'm Mikey.
Mikey?
Mikey.
His name is
Mikey
Mikey
Two Sheets?
Two Sheets.
Mike Two Sheets doesn't
Mikey
work.
Two
Michael Two Sheets? No, that's my
No.
maiden name.
Michael. That's my father.
That's my father.
Michael rode the Bowler Shore.
It's Michael King Sheets. That's my grandfather.
Kinky Sheets?
Michael Dirty Sheets.
Michael
Wait,
Twin Sheets.
Did you guys know we were doing a
Twin
show?
sheets.
Wait, when did that
I
start?
like it.
Oh, shit.
Michael Plastic Sheets.
Oh, whoops. Oh.
Hey,
Oh.
Mikey, you're leading this shit.
Oh, yes.
Hey, you're Mikey.
Well,
You're
that's
leading
a
the sheet.
senior. That's a senior you. Okay.
Welcome back to the show. Thank God for sticking with us because it's been a train wreck, but it's been fun.
Train wreck.
Hey,
It's our train wreck of a show, basically.
Hey, it doesn't count.
Tony, we went
Nope.
long in the first segment, so why don't we go right into it? What do you got for us this week? As I call you right mid-swallow there.
That's how you always
new?
catch me.
Giggity.
Giggity. So, I was scrolling through Instagram one day, and I saw a
called the
thing
gram.
from right. And I saw through IG, Finsta, for that
Yeah.
matter.
Yes.
Yep. Most U.S. Congress people don't know what Finsta is.
No. Our buddy.
So thank you for bearing
Yes.
the lead.
Yes.
As I use that incorrectly.
Yes.
Because you always fucking... Anyway, so, I was going through some stories, and our buddy, Rocky, from Wild
Rocky
Nights
Powell.
with Rocky, she posted on Instagram, on her stories, that she was cooking, and then she ran out of butter. She didn't say anything or, tell anybody, and about 2 hours later, she was scrolling through her Instagram, and you know how they give you ads for things that are just kind of random? Well, according to her, there was an ad for Land O'Lakes butter.
Ooh.
As she was scrolling through. Again, she didn't say anything to anybody. She didn't mention that she was out of butter.
Can I
She
do it?
didn't even put in notes that she had to go grocery shopping to get butter. It just probably the scraping of the sound of the empty butter tin.
Can I do it?
Yeah.
Re-elaborate what it is again.
Yes.
What happened again?
So she was cooking.
Yep, got that.
She was using butter.
Right,
She ran out of butter.
right.
And then 2 hours later, when she was scrolling through her Instagram, popped an ad for butter.
Dun, dun, dun.
There's a hot take.
That was a lot just to get back to that. Go.
Jesus.
Wow.
And we digress.
That's all right. No, go.
So
I wanted the dramatic kick.
To be fair, and I take issue with the whole premise of this because
So,
I've
go
never
on.
once in my life looked for New Balance shoes, but it pops up in my feed all the time. It's because I'm basic white
because you're
guy.
drink.
All right.
Oh.
Hey.
It wasn't basically.
That was
wasn't basic,
that was just
basic.
basic.
No, it's just
half.
basic. All right, you're right.
Yeah.
Just take a half drink.
All right. So,
So
a
yeah,
sip.
but think about that though. Like,
it's fucking crazy.
how crazy is that it just popped up? Oh, here, buy some butter, and she needed butter. She didn't tell anybody that she needed butter.
Didn't even say something out loud like "fuck, I'm out of butter."
Yeah, according to her story, she said nothing about it. She didn't tell anybody. She didn't text anybody. She didn't open her notes or anything to make a grocery list and type in butter. Nothing. Nothing of the sort.
She didn't talk to her dog or cat or anything like that.
No.
Fido, I'm out of butter.
Why
Okay,
would
so she
Fido?
wasn't
Why
making
would
like
Fido
a-
care? I mean,
I
it's
don't
somebody.
know.
It's somebody that she could Fido in, but
Because
she
it's
didn't
fucking
want
creepy.
to. It is creepy. It is extremely creepy.
Big Tech's always listening.
And has there ever a buddy of mine was telling me the same thing happened to? We were talking about different types of bourbons and whiskeys and stuff like that, and all of a sudden in his Facebook, or not Facebook, but his Instagram, all of a sudden pop up these alcohol ads for bourbon and whiskey and things of the like. And this was a couple of years ago. So I started talking with him about banana hammocks and hemorrhoid cream, hoping that those would show up in his...
come up.
Like you do.
Yes. Oh, well, yeah, that's what we do. That's what happens when you turn 40. But, right, New Balance?
Midlife crisis.
Shut up.
You certainly
Midlife.
don't need
Mikey
banana
New Balance? That's what I'm going to call you from now on.
Balance?
No,
I don't know, man. Maybe
But
you do.
has that ever happened to you before? Have you ever noticed that, like, something occurs and then a little bit later okay, so Ghosty, you don't really do social media. We'll take you out of this conversation.
So
But
comfort of her own home. She's not doing like a segment. She's not taping
she's not
anything.
doing anything.
She's just doing the thing
cooking,
in her kitchen.
butter, empty.
Does she have cameras in her house?
Well, it is New York, so who knows? There might
I'm just
Big,
saying.
Big Brother's always watching.
I'd say the nearest that
Alexis.
I've had is the Google search, of course. That happens all the time.
Some say
Is that
Yeah.
Google?
Yeah, and
Yeah, you do the Google search.
your
and then
phone's
all of a
always
sudden,
listening.
You're over
right.
on Facebook or something, and then all of a sudden, somebody
I play
an ad
drums.
about basically is on there.
I play drums, and so sometimes I'll go to like sweetwater.com and
There
I'll
you
look
go.
up symbols, and then the next time I go to another website, looking up a news story or something on our local news site, all of a sudden at the very bottom there's a sweetwater.com ad,
Sure.
and it shows up all these symbols, and you might be interested in this, and you might be interested in that.
Of course.
But nowhere is it giving me banana hammocks and hemorrhoid cream. I'm really disappointed in you, Big Tech.
All right, Big Tech. Actually,
There's a blind
we
spot.
talked about this.
We did talk about
And
this.
I said I was going to launch an experiment of sorts. So standing next to my Alexa speaker, I started saying random words like Worcestershire sauce and like stupid things that you would never be in regular conversation. I finished with, I'm dying to go to this Halloween party, right? And that's all I said, and I left it alone after that point.
Now, was that a legitimate statement?
Yes,
or,
actually,
okay.
There's a Halloween party coming up.
So
right?
it was like you were talking to somebody.
Yes.
Okay.
There is a better Halloween party.
10 minutes later, I told Alexa to play some music, and this is what happened. Let's get a copyright strike right off the bat.
Yeah, that's good. It's always good. Oh, yeah. Feeling it. Oh, my God.
Yes.
For those playing at home, we're watching the video.
Of
What is it?
This Oingas Boingas classic
Come on
hit.
now.
Go,
He, like,
boy,
murdered their
go.
name.
God.
Did you just
like a
make up a
respectable
whole?
80s
I made it
band.
up.
God.
It's like
Oinga
a-
Boinga.
You can read, Mike.
Dead Man's Party.
Boingo,
man, that was
This is
rough.
why I know Big Tech's always
Onanism's bonanism. Why don't you just go ahead and say that?
See, this is why I know that they're always listening. Because there's no one in the last 30 years that have listened to this song. much less-
Alexa, play Oingo Boingo.
So
Dead Man's
I never, to be honest, I forgot about this song.
Dead Man's Party.
So this took me down a path that took me hours to get out of. I'm like, oh my God, I forgot about this song. And then Rodney Dangerfield's in this music video with this claymation and all these terrible like 80s like let's dance together with guitars and rhythm and sometimes not rhythm.
yeah.
You say terrible,
It's got
but
the
I absolutely
say
love
terrible.
it.
drums
So
up
whatever.
there, and the dude who looks
I
like
think it was
Eddie
of the
Munster.
time.
I love it.
It's of the time.
Then I started thinking,
You
I'm like, is Rodney Dangerfield, would he be funny nowadays? Like, this took up 10 hours of my life because of you,
How
Tony.
did you go down that road?
I'm not going down that road.
Don't blame me for your...
This is your fault. Then I watched the movie with Rodney.
You did not.
Yes, I did. It's on Amazon.
Didn't
Wait,
I
what
have
movie
to
was
tell
it?
you the title? How did you even find
I forgot it. Well, I said,
What
like,
movie
wait a
was
minute,
it
why is
again?
Robert
You can't
Downey
even get
Jr.
Oingo Boingo correctly. How could you get the fucking title of the movie
I'm like,
correct?
why? I said, what movie is Robert Downey Jr. and
Rodney Dangerfield.
And Rob
and
Schneider.
that movie
you
came up, and I'm
accidentally,
Like
but you meant...
Shyamalan.
But anyways, I want my 10
the
hours. of my-
twist.
It's called Old School. No.
It's OLDE.
Sardonic.
Well, I would play that randomly throughout this episode, but I do not want another copyright strike, so I'm not going to do it. We're
What?
moving
No,
on.
Sardonic
If we
should
just
be.
sang it off
Have
key,
we
would that
been-
be a...
have
It's only
we haven't been
me.
hit with one yet, have we?
I don't think we're a true podcast until we
Not
get
yet.
it. So what? Do you want me to let it play? Let's
Should we? Should,
No.
no, well, let's not take our chances quite yet.
Wow.
Mr. Cherry
No,
Wheat.
but could you pull up emotional again?
Oh, God.
It's
What?
always the episodes I'm hosting.
I tell you what, I'll make it
I don't
better.
know what's
I'll make it
happening.
better. I'll make it better for you. Basically,
Basically.
take a drink.
I'm already
I
drinking.
just did. Oh, yeah, you don't want Mike Mikey.
Mikey Two Sheets.
Mikey Two Sheets.
You know,
Mikey
just because
Two
you
Shits?
took a drink, just took one. If I say
Oh.
basically, you still have to
Okay.
follow up.
All right.
I didn't know. I thought it was for the
Rules.
listeners, not
So
for
many
us.
rules.
Let's go to
I think it became for both.
There's a better entertainment
All right,
corner.
Where?
First up,
Here it is.
we
Is
have
there?
we have Squid Game on
There's
Netflix.
better entertainment than that.
I
If-
do have input on this one,
Oh, I got
but I'm going to let you do your thing. Go.
do
Thank
it.
you. This one, unless you've been living. I hate you guys so much.
What is that?
You will have to listen to a previous episode. I believe that is number 24 or 25. I can't remember.
This is the
Okay,
only
it's one of
episode-
the two that I missed.
20,
Fine.
24 wasn't
24, I think, is
24.
what it was.
It was
yeah.
one episode where me and Ghosty were getting into it.
it? Oh, we were about ready to throw
Getting
down.
into it.
Like we're
Yeah.
about to throw
Without intention. I mean,
We're
it wasn't
about to
like
throw
I
down on
was
a foot
trying
fetish.
to make it
we're
happen.
gonna throw some
I'll
hands.
listen to it on the way home.
Oh, please don't, because nobody else did.
That's a hard pass. All right.
So Squid Game is on
Squid
Netflix,
Germ.
and unless you've been living under a rock, it's kind of hard not to be hearing about this movie or this series that came out. Basically, it's Hunger Games mixed with a little Saw. That's a worldwide phenomenon.
A
That's
little
cur-
one?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Little
little bit.
sawdust.
It's
Little
wee
saw.
bitty saw.
It's the tiny saw.
It's a Microsoft.
Go. Tons of people, and it's been number one on the trending list for weeks now.
Just lost its spot. PS.
Did it? Did it?
Yep.
Finally.
Today.
A lot of people are claiming this is the best work that Netflix has ever done. Those people are
That's
kind of crazy.
pretty sad.
It's good, but it's not that great. It has some really strange moments of incredible acting than other performances that are completely mailed in. And some of my best parts of this show is that the dubs, like whoever did the English subtitles, were like they were cats and jammered to like the 15th power, because they're not even remotely what was said, what was dubbed in English in it. Like it wasn't even close. It was
love
so
that.
damn funny.
I'd watch it
how
just
how
for
do you
that.
know that, though?
Because I could hear him say it in English, then it wouldn't match up with what the words.
The
it
words
wasn't
showed,
even
the dubs
It wasn't even
didn't
close
match
at all.
the-
Gotcha.
Interesting.
But it kind of added a different element to
I love that.
the show, and the show is good. The way it was shot was good, but it's not the best show I've ever seen on Netflix.
What's the best show you've ever seen
What's
on
the
Netflix?
best show?
Wait, before we digress into that, the best thing I
Stranger
can say
Things
about
is-
the best
Yeah.
thing I can say about it is
You?
visually
watched it.
there was a lot of eye candy in there.
Yes, what's the word?
The colors are
Cinematography
really
was-
nice.
Well,
It-
yes.
No,
Well,
it's
yes.
not even a matter of colors. It was like they have this whole area.
But usually the tint setting, the
It's-
factory tint setting is usually too high.
it's like where you're walking through
Like candy.
MC
candy.
Escher. Is that
Yeah.
his name?
MC Escher. Yep.
Yeah, where like the contestants are kind of walking through these stairs, and it's pretty awesome to watch. Lots
This-
of colors, just very interesting,
It's my favorite
visually
rap
appealing.
artist, by the way, MC Escher.
And it sounds like I basically
These are my
had
favorite colors.
Glazing
basically
over that.
had the same
No.
issue that you did, and I try to keep overlooking the translation issue.
Yeah, which was bad.
And the acting, yeah, the dubs were just so poorly done.
It was bad. It was really, really bad. But like the cinematography alone was worth a watch. Like this is not something you skip over. You still watch this. Is it the greatest work on Netflix? Absolutely
No.
not. Is it up there? Is it good? Yeah, absolutely. It's good.
I've only got.
So they put the
I've-
money into
See,
the-
I would give it mediocre, but
Visuals.
It's an
According to Mikey Shits.
Mikey 2.
that's according to the intern formerly known as Ghosty.
And does anybody else want to give it a...
My hugest there was also, I want to mention that without trying to spoil it, so stop me if I do.
Stop.
Episode
Stop.
4 where they had that freaking huge ass fight scene, and if you are
I
epileptic,
can't wait to see that.
Never?
I haven't
yes.
even seen episode 1 yet.
if you have epilepsy, do,
Do
not
not
watch
watch it.
episode 4.
Okay.
And the big spoiler at the end.
Trigger warning.
I called like episode 3. And I'm like, this is, it was so obvious to
Oh.
me. I'm like, this is so
Yeah.
obvious. So like, they didn't even try really hard on this
All
one.
right.
I called it early on and I kind of ruined it. I kind of wish I wouldn't have even tried that angle.
Okay, I'm going to jump in for a hot second.
Please do.
Hot takes.
Haven't seen it. This is where I much appreciate like SNL and what they do.
Yes,
Because
I
I
saw
just
that.
watched a skit this morning from last night, and they did like a 3.5 minute skit on
It was
on the
from
Squid Game.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, now I don't have to watch Squid Game. So it just summarized everything
The
for
entire-
me. Sung
I'm
is
up
like
to
a
date. The
country
entire
song
series.
version of the whole series.
Fucking hilarious,
In
too.
like 3.5 minutes with Rami Malek and Pete Davidson.
Pete Davidson.
And I'm done.
Oh God,
I feel done.
my buddy.
Oh, it was great.
Love
yeah,
it.
I have
Loved
been, I
it.
have been
Excellent.
pushing my way through the series, and like I said, 4 is about where I'm at, and I don't know if I'll continue.
Just finish it and just never
Just
look
watch the
back.
SNL
Never do it
skit. You're
again.
fine.
And we are entirely in the minority with that, by the way. People absolutely adore
I know,
this series.
and that was the thing is I was afraid that I was, I'd have to go against the grain here and go, yeah.
I'll go against the game.
You said it was good though.
I said it's good, but it's not great. See, here's the thing. It's good, but
His
it's not
choices
great.
are good and mediocre and shit.
Yes, that's
Basically.
it. Like,
See,
but there's a
sorry.
step. There's a couple steps between these ones, but
Do you
Not
need
everything-
more? Do you need like
No.
50 different
Yeah,
levels of
probably.
like
Shades of
do you,
50
shades of shit?
50 different shades of sheets.
that is
shades of
it's
sheets.
feasible.
Sheets.
Feasible.
Is it one sheet, 2
God.
sheets, or 3 sheets? I
I'm
would
a-
give it a 1.5.
Oh, I like that.
2.5
Yeah.
sheets.
How many sheets is it?
Mikey's sheets.
Mikey's
How many
sheets.
sheets do you give it?
Hey, everything that's released right now is not going to be Citizen Kane. They're not going to be.
No.
They're not going to be
What's
Shawshank
the line you
Redemption.
I'm gonna
say,
be.
Tony?
I'm gonna
Like,
be honest with you.
welcome-
Citizen Kane was not.
What is it? You
that
pick up the
good.
phone and you
Thank
say,
you.
like,
And now
I
we're
mean,
going
I
to
like
Netflix,
it.
you're
I
green
your
like
green
it.
light. Right, that's it.
Yeah, we got
Hello,
like
Netflix,
4
your green
different
light.
conversations going on here. I do like it, but it's just not that.
Not
good.
everybody, not every movie, not every show is going to be Shawshank or Citizen Kane or anything.
You already
like
said
that.
that. You already said that.
You're
Move
gonna
past that.
be-
Move past
like,
that.
You're gonna have to have some ones that are just it. They're just entertaining, and this one is entertaining. It's entertaining at best. Next up, I finally seen it. Black Widow. It's on Disney Plus now for free, or you can. I think it's still in a couple theaters, but I don't know why you would do that. This one's got Scarlett Johansson, Florence Pugh.
Wait, what was that name again? Scarlett Johansson?
Here we go.
I think he did it right.
No, you.
It's
but
the next one.
But you spelled it Scarlett Johnson.
You just can't
Show
see the.
plan.
Oh.
No, it's up there.
You can't.
You're right.
In the data field.
It's okay.
You could
Fuck
not.
off.
You
It's
could
all
not
right.
know that unless you were here. So
Yes, Scarlett
moving
Johansson.
on.
I just wanted
It's
to. I just wanted
Tony.
to say
Every
that.
time
I
he
love
like
that.
finds the smallest flaw in what I say, he's like a cat waiting to
I
pounce on
listen
me.
for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't need any help to fuck it up. Like I'm pretty good by myself.
No, it's not that we're trying to help you
Actually,
fuck
no.
up. We're just enjoying pointing those out.
Do you know what that is? It's pedantic. Is that it? Is that
Shallow
what it's
and
called?
Oh my
Pedantic.
gosh.
You're being shallow and pedantic.
No, yes.
Like this meatloaf.
Yes,
Um,
Shallow and
that's
pedantic.
Tony.
And this one also has David Harbour from
So add it to the list.
Stranger
That's-
Things.
I will
That
bow
was
and
on the
curtsy
list.
to that.
Add it to our vocab list.
I like it.
This one's very slow at times. And actually, I had this moment. And I might be the only one that has this take. Oh, Jesus.
Pedantic.
It has lots of Jason
Still trying to figure this
Bourne-esque
out.
like fight scenes to it.
Yeah, a lot of close fighting.
Which I enjoyed. Taskmaster gets ton of flack for being a crappy villain in
Was
this
that
one.
the villain?
Yeah, it was pretty crappy. And they're probably right about that. One side note to this, they finally did.
Terrible
I
name.
talked about this a couple episodes ago. There was a lawsuit between Disney and ScarJo. Does that work for you?
That
Can I say
works.
just ScarJo, Tony? Is that okay with you? Did I pronounce that wrong?
Yeah.
It works.
It works. They did settle the lawsuit, and they gave her $40 million to basically go away. Wow. What problems we have when millionaires and billionaires argue about things, and they just give somebody $40 million to go away. What a
Got to get that
shit.
Disney cheddar.
Yep. The sisters' banter between Florence's character and Scarlett's character was good, and so were the family times were pretty funny at the time. I have to say, this is not my favorite Marvel movie that ever come out, and I'm pretty much a Marvel fan. But this was like kind of a miss for me. I'd still say it's okay, it's watchable, but like I don't know if I'm like, ooh, let's go watch this again.
This was a stream only.
Thanks, Tone.
What the heck is this crap?
Yep.
We waited till it was available to watch
Me too.
without
Was it- was it-
additional charge,
Was this a
which means we just watched it last week.
stream only release then?
Yeah, no, this came out in the movie
No.
theaters first,
Oh,
like
okay.
when the
Didn't know
the pandemic started to wane a little bit. It was like one of the first big ones. And it did really well.
I thought you could pay Disney Plus to have it.
Yes, it was
Okay,
both, and that's
it was both.
that was
Okay.
part of the lawsuit. Is because she said that she gets all her money from how it does in the movie theater. That she didn't agree in her contract for it to be released to Disney Plus.
Oh.
So she's saying that they took some of her money away from her.
Poor her.
Oh yeah. Let's argue over millions. Whatever.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
Read the room, Marvel or Disney, excuse me. But it's still passable. I'd still watch it. This next one, I gotta say, I don't feel the same way about.
Do we get to weigh in?
Yes, sure.
I want to weigh in.
I haven't.
I'm
seen
not
it.
used-
I haven't seen it, so
I'm just
I
gonna
don't-
go real fast.
I don't care for Marvel.
I
or
ended up playing on
DC.
my phone,
Fuck you.
Doesn't matter.
which was a lot more fun
Later,
than
we
watching
got a
this.
show to finish.
The accents were distracting.
Yes.
And bad.
Yes.
David Harbour should not do an accent ever. And you should never put what's the beautiful woman that plays the mom role?
Oh fuck, I don't know.
I don't know, whatever her name is. She's with Daniel Craig. she's gorgeous, she's British, and you're making her do this weird Russian accent. It just did not work.
None of the Russian accents
None of the
worked.
Russian accents worked.
Florence, of all people, probably did the best out of all of them.
Was passable. She
Yeah.
was good.
Yelena.
But no, it was, oof. I'm
Yeah,
glad
but-
we watched it at no extra charge.
Yeah, and I was going to watch the Disney Plus, the premiere access for it. I'm glad I waited because I would have been
fought
pissed
with
if I paid for
3 people in my house not to do that.
that. Yeah, I'm glad I
Yeah.
didn't. Like,
And they'll do it anyway.
and it's a shame because that was the first like real female lead besides maybe Captain Marvel.
Oh my God.
But I feel like Scarlet. I think that. I wish they
I was
would
excited for her to have a chance, I guess, but it just, I
It
knew
was
it
a
wasn't
miss.
going to be.
It was weak.
It was weak. Yeah. Weak tea.
Anybody else want to weigh in?
I
I'm not
didn't-
used to
I
people
didn't see
weighing
it.
in.
No, go
It's
ahead.
throwing
Move
me off.
on to the next one. But yeah, go ahead.
Sorry.
He does every now and then.
We try to weigh in.
So this
just
next one
don't
is-
watch them all.
I
next
don't,
one
I
is-
don't know how to find
Which
out.
I did
one.
watch this next one. Ugh.
This is an absolute miss, and I'm gonna.
I love that review. Ugh.
This is
That's all
called.
you need to know.
This is called Oats Studios, and it's on Netflix. And I don't know what the fuck this is.
Yeah.
It's
Agreed.
good.
Yes.
It's mediocre. It's shit. And
It's about
gonna make
15
that
layers
sound.
below shit, and I don't like to say that.
Yeah,
All right, so this one.
I hate to hate on something, but this was
No, go
just
ahead,
awful. It was awful.
please bring
This
it
was-
on.
It was awful.
feel the hatred.
I guess this is the premise
Taste
of
the
the
hatred.
the stories. Is supposed to. They're supposed to be these little quick hitters of apocalyptic storylines, right?
Yeah, and what did they pull you in with? What's
Sigourney
the very
Weaver.
first? There you go. Very first episode.
Sigourney Weaver?
Sigourney Weaver.
I like her.
And they had like that's basically the preview, right?
Yes.
Drink.
So you're watching it, you're going, "Oh, this is going to be fucking awesome." You know, you're thinking basically this is like a almost like a
Didn't even get that first one down. My
like
God.
an alien throwback, and basically,
He's doing it on purpose now.
That was push. I'm not doing
fuck.
that one.
I love you.
look, basically, I'm
I
trying
love
to
you.
spit it out.
Down 2.
Anyway, yeah, I was expecting something aliens vibed, something awesome. Go ahead, you finish up.
I gotta say,
We're obviously on the same page with this one.
if there was any
Finish up, Mike, and then
type
clean
of,
up after yourself.
Things I could say, at times the special effects were good, if not great, but none of the stories interconnect, and they kind of say that. But like, it's so weird. I even wrote this in the notes. It's a clusterfuck of a series, and save your time by skipping it.
Oh, don't even.
There's some of the episodes are like 21 minutes long. Then all of a sudden there's an episode that's 4 minutes long, and you're like,
What's like our
what
show?
the hell is going on?
Well, and I would have at least liked to be able to say that very first episode they had with Sigourney
They
Weaver
were
was
building-
worth it.
they were
It
building
wasn't.
crap.
That wasn't even worth it.
Was she throughout the whole ep?
no, that was.
She
It
just
was the
she
one,
was like a one scene.
The one episode.
She just
She was
got
just
a
a
check,
reason to bring you
So
in.
basically-
and that was it.
Basically,
Nah.
It's kind of like
I started to
God
say
damn it, I just caught that.
I started to say it, so I had to finish it up.
I was just asking.
I actually just
never
stopped
gonna
it.
watch it.
I mean, you start in and it's this thing. If you don't know anything about
that's a
it,
bait and switch.
It is.
I honestly thought this whole thing was going to continue on.
Yeah.
They never bring it back.
Sometimes like even the Sigourney Weaver episode, they were building towards something. They had something. Boom! The minute they have something, they cut it off. It's just in. There's no ending. You never like. It's like arriving to an orgasm, but not all of a sudden stopping it off. Like it really is bad.
Yeah, but it's not even edging. You aren't even edging in this case because
You're not going anywhere.
You don't get that close. Like
Yeah.
so
it
it's like
doesn't
bad
get that
foreplay.
good. Oh, it's really bad.
It's
Really
like
bad
it's like
foreplay.
3 play.
It's like dry humping, like on a wooden pole with no reason in sight. I don't know.
How do you know how that is?
I don't know. I just tried to make up
Unpolished
with
pole.
something.
I mean, he
with
came up with
slivers.
it, so it must.
What the heck is this crap?
Yeah.
Skip this. It's like some episodes are literally 4 minutes long, and it's like 3.5 minutes too long for that. Like just delete the whole thing and pretend like it doesn't exist.
But is the writing good? Clearly not.
Thoroughly.
It's not even shit. It's a step below shit.
Yeah.
So who's writing this crap?
I don't Oats Studio, and they need to.
Oats.
I want my money back from Netflix
Is that the
for that.
name? That's
I
the
want my
name
money
of it?
back from Daryl Hall.
That's the
too.
name of it.
Did you
Holland.
did you actually manage to get through the whole
Holland
series? or
No,
not?
I
Yeah, neither did
I got like through 6 because I wanted to write.
Oh, 6. You made it further than I did.
because I wanted to like give it a full review because sometimes people will watch something and all of a sudden it turns around, right?
You're right.
And
You
I kept
kept
on waiting for
waiting.
that, and eventually I said, "To hell with this! This is an absolute waste of time.
Yeah,
what the hell's going on?"
I started on the 3rd and I went, no, I'm not doing this anymore.
All right. One of my favorite segments is coming up now. We're going to do There Is a Better Podcast recommendation, and this week it is Game for a Movie Podcast. Mike, what a great name. Andre and Jill. They have.
Thank you, Ghosty.
They
Thank
play
you,
a
you're welcome.
game, and the loser has to watch a terrible movie and review it back on the podcast.
Ooh,
right?
I like that.
Oh, that's fun.
And review it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So
they go.
you
they're-
were forced
lot of
to
homework.
watch the whole thing.
75-page report on the desk first thing tomorrow morning.
One of the first ones that I listened to in particular is the one where Jill had to watch the new terrible movie He's All That, the remake of She's All That.
Oh, wait a minute. Can we go a step further? And because of pronouns, can we say they're all that?
Get out.
That's
Get out.
the next one.
That's the next.
Did you not know that's the next
movie.
one?
Calm
They're
down.
all that.
Calm down, David
really?
Yeah.
Chappelle.
Oh my God. I saw that last night.
So did
by
I.
the way. Yeah.
It was a remake that no one wanted or needed. And it starred Addison Rae, the TikToker, and she played the female lead. Like
You know things are bad when you get
Addison
TikTok
Rae. I don't know what
people
TikTok
involved
person.
as lead actors in a movie.
I know who the he is.
Yeah, he's from Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai, yeah.
Yeah.
To be clear, I'm never going to watch this shit. Like
Wait,
I have
Cobra
to.
Kai?
No, Cobra Kai was awesome.
Is this
Yeah.
another
Cobra Kai's
movie review
amazing.
hitting into a
Sweet as hell.
podcast recommendation, Mike? Two
No.
sheets.
Oh, is that Netflix now?
Yes, they have them.
Oh,
They have
see,
all-
that's a
There's
good
a new
show.
season coming
That's a
up
good
on
one.
January 30th of this year.
Yeah.
Cobra
nice plug.
Kai?
Yes.
I thought that was on
all right.
YouTube.
On
YouTube.
Forward to that.
No, they
On
bought
it.
the rights to it. They have everything.
YouTube Red, or was it RedTube?
Speaking of which, they gave Addison Rae tons of money to do more movies, and they should ask for a refund because it can't be any good in that, and I'm not going to watch it.
Hello, Netflix.
So the
You're
movies that they
greenlit.
watched
What's your
that I
what's
saw
your
so
pitch?
far were Speed 2 Cruise Control. I can't even say it with a straight face.
Love it.
Bratz the movie.
No.
Warcraft. Cats.
Cats.
And Jammers.
Yeah, I knew that was coming. See, I watch a lot of movies and series for this show, for this podcast, excuse me.
Not because you like to, but because you have to.
I admire the hell out of them.
All right,
To watch a whole bad movie
Yeah.
and have to do it, it would be unbearable to me. Like the thoughts of me having to watch He's All That for this podcast, like I want to vomit. So I admire the hell
bad.
out of them, and they do a really good job at it. They try to find good parts of it, and they trash it a lot. But
Sequels are low-hanging fruit, though.
yeah,
I can think of a bunch of sequels or like subsequent, because you're always like savoring like, oh, I just want it to be the original and like that strike that amazing thing that the first
Like
movie
the
did, and
new
it just never does that.
Ghostbusters that came out, or
Or
that's coming out.
I don't know, Tone. Maybe like Troll 2.
Oh.
so they were a monthly.
My cushion.
Grandpa Seth.
Grandpa Seth.
There you go. There it is.
Jeez, oh Pete. So they came out monthly, but they just got picked up, and now they're doing like a bi-weekly and a weekly podcast part of it.
There's that many bad movies.
I'm in a podcast league with them. Well, they're doing regular movies now, and they're going to do bad movies too.
Okay.
They're getting into my echelon a little bit. Knock it off, guys.
How dare they?
Step off.
So we're in a podcast fantasy football league together with these guys. And I beat them week 1, so they had to watch a terrible movie.
Ooh, what movie was that?
I'm trying to find the name of it, and I can't
Do you
find
need a list of punishing movies?
we play again in week 10, so I might need another one.
I got
it's easy to
plenty.
do, yeah.
They
that's
found this terrible
so
movie when
easy.
Robert Downey Jr. was playing in a football movie. That's kind of scary already. And
Longest
he said
Yard?
Oh, God, what was that?
he said it was
God.
terrible. Robert
Robert
Downey Jr. was bored. And
I remember that.
as hell already.
Is it no, it's not Any Given Sunday.
Michael C. Hall is
No.
in it, or excuse me, not Michael
Any
C. Hall.
given
Michael C. Hall.
Oh, Johnny Be Good.
Saturday
Yes,
Night?
it's Johnny Be Good.
Oh,
Johnny
it's
Be Good.
Michael.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Michael.
Michael Hutchins.
The name.
Michael Anthony
Michael
Hall.
Anthony Michael Hall.
Anthony Michael Hall.
We'll
yes.
get there. We'll get there.
Ah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
It's like he's in the new Halloween movie.
Halloween movie. Yeah, that's
We
right.
just saw
It
him.
just came out. Yep.
It says it's not funny
Everybody
at
said,
all.
"Who the hell's that?"
It's cringy and awkward, and he's like you only laughed out of discomfort the whole time.
That's why we were
Oh,
hanging
it's so
out
bad.
to go watch that
So
movie.
I look
Right.
forward to the
And
rematch
then I
in week
left
10.
the moment it started.
Your podcast is fantastic. We love you guys. We hope you guys keep it up.
Yes, love your podcast. I don't tell him I haven't listened to it yet.
Oh, Jesus, Tony.
Say it closer into the mic.
That was supposed to be in the
Yeah, I'm
side.
doing that. I'm taking a pause for the ghost.
Sardonic.
So
Sardonic.
in our extra
Sardonic.
bits,
We
and-
basically won't hear for like
Basically.
another 3 minutes.
No.
Basically.
God damn it.
stop it. So in a random bits and segments, they
Okay,
think
a minute.
they
I'm not timing you.
they think they found the Zodiac Killer. Did you guys hear this?
He's DB Cooper, isn't it?
No, it's not TB.
Are you sure? It's
basically-
the same base. Oh,
No, it's
you
spreading.
did it, you idiot!
It's spreading.
Mikey, 2 sheets,
Mikey Two Sheets is doing
drops
it.
the basically.
I was supposed to do more research for this part of the segment. I didn't really care that much because it basically sounds like that there
Do you know you're doing
a bunch of random guys like matched up scars on this guy's head and like
Yeah,
he-
for Harry
he
Potter
kinda-
fanatics or something?
Yeah, well, kinda.
Oh, Harry Potter scars.
We already talked about
Sounds
Michael
disgusting.
Mikey Two Sheets. Hey, did you hear about the controversy between
did.
Barstool Sports
I did.
and John Cusack?
Oh, God.
So
I
basically,
did.
they're trolling John Cusack as being a, we can't stop, as being a White Sox fan when he is a Cubs fan too.
Oh.
So they
Ooh,
manufactured all.
You don't do that.
No, I actually take issue with this.
No.
Oh, I was going to send you that
The
link. I
world-
think I forgot to.
The
I think
world
you
is
did
filled
forget
with
to.
abundance.
I did forget to.
You can
Guesty,
do whatever
how
you
dare
want
you.
to. Who cares?
How dare you?
So they went out here and had cameras and bombed John Cusack out in the open.
Yes.
And he got mad that they blocked him. Like when they manufactured the drama themselves. Barstool.
Fuck Barstool.
Because
Right.
there's a
Right.
beacon of professionalism.
Have you ever looked at their? Have you ever
Oh,
looked
but they
at their
went back
Instagram
and forth.
feeds?
Did you see it? They went back and forth on the Twitter.
Twitter.
Oh, yeah,
The
yeah.
tweets.
And some actress was chiming in. She's like, just be civil. And he's like, no. And it was just so
Just
stupid.
flat out no.
The world
Cusack
is
was
full
like,
of abundance.
I'm
You
not
can support
doing it.
whatever
He's a
team you
big
want to. Who
bitch.
cares?
Whatever.
Of all the things I could care about. Hey, I do want to talk about the John Gruden controversy real quick.
Did you get my email, by the way?
Shut up.
Okay, I think I'll go ahead and
You're
delete
the
that.
one, you're the next person we're going to dox over this.
Yikes.
Damn it.
I don't really want to talk about the whole thing of what happened with it. I want to talk about on Sunday Night Football before it got really bad on Monday night, and he was promptly fired on Monday night when everything else. There was a moment where there was a rain delay on the Sunday Night Football game for hours in that game. So Mike Tirico and Tony Dungy.
And
they took this weird
Drew Brees.
Yep, they took this weird stance of they said, "I've never heard a racist bone out of John's body. He
Well, I
worked
hope
with
you
us for
don't hear
7
bones
years."
out of bodies, but
They
talked about him.
They were going to war over him, trying to
They were
back him.
backing him right
The whole time this was
way.
happening.
His character.
I'm like, guys, don't you don't know how bad this gets. I'm like, this is going to be a bad look. 24 hours
Well, it's
later,
not that
all
they're-
the emails come out, and he's misogynistic, he's racist. He's
Sexist, I think,
talking
was the
about
other
the
one.
LGBT
LGBT
community.
Tell me when I should be surprised.
I have to thank Saturday Night Live for actually updating me on this part. 'cause
They did
I
a
don't
really
watch
good
sports,
episode this
so-
Did
past
they do it on the
Saturday.
news segment?
I think that was the
they
cold
did.
open.
Yeah, it was the cold open.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
But like, I
Very
felt
well
bad.
done.
Otherwise, I'd have no idea
You're in
what
the dark.
what.
You know-
I'd just be like,
yeah.
what
Go
the
take a
fuck
bio
ever.
break again.
Yeah,
You know what
pretty
it
much, yeah.
felt like to me?
Basically. Yeah, that was intentional.
I don't have
That
any
was
more drinks
intentional.
anyway.
Yeah.
So fuck
So you know what it felt like? It felt like the people at Sunday Night Football said, "Hey, our two minorities here. Why don't you go back this man because he used to work for us?"
You think that was no? He didn't. He worked for ESPN.
But they worked. They knew Tony Dungy and Mike Tirico for
Yeah,
years
but
working
that's
together.
they're on NBC now. They don't give a shit.
How
they
long
shouldn't
has
give a shit.
Gruden been back? He's been back. Is this
2
his
years,
second
I
or
think?
third
No, I
season?
think it's fourth. Actually,
This is his fourth
would have been
season?
fourth.
Really?
I don't think it's been that long.
I think so.
Oh.
It's
I
a-
didn't think it'd been that long. I thought this
I
was
think
like
it was
his
that long.
third season.
Maybe
Maybe.
it was
I
It
knew
doesn't
that
matter.
night though. It was so funny. I'm like, yeah, this is a mistake. I would not coming
Yeah.
out like just because you scratch the surface right off the bat. I'm like, there's more demons there.
They're all-
Keep your mouth
yeah.
shut. You were trying to fill time with somebody you should not be backing, and they learned their lesson hard. And I actually feel bad for them.
Oh, did it
I
backfire
seriously-
on Dungy and no?
They didn't really call them
Not
out
really.
yet. They should have though,
No.
because
Ooh.
when you go to war for somebody and you really don't
At
know
that
them,
level.
you
At that level.
you put your name out there,
It's
and
not
I
right.
personally vouch for this person.
Yeah.
Whoops, you made a mistake.
Well, they could just as easily say, "Okay, well, we were wrong about everything, and we didn't believe that he was that way, but we were wrong," and then move on.
Yeah.
That's it.
Speaking of being wrong,
Own it.
I
Netflix hit You was supposed to be finishing up, or so I thought, the third season that just came out on October 15th. It was just picked up days before the release on October 15th for another season. It's one of my favorites. That probably is my favorite series on Netflix right now. If you guys haven't checked it out, please do that.
No.
And
Make me bitch.
You,
Jesus.
you.
Sardonic.
A sardonic. And in other news, we'll wrap it up with William Shatner made it to space. Captain Kirk himself.
Did you see
Was
the
he-
interview between
Yay,
him and
free
Jeff
ticket
Bezos?
to
And
outer
Jeff Bezos
space.
was like, he
Yes.
could not give two flying fucks of what William Shatner had to say. He was like, yeah, that's fine and all. I got a party going on right behind us over here, and I need to go join that party. You go ahead and you keep
Jeff
talking.
Bezos is a fucking asshole.
Okay,
anyway.
here's what I will say.
Let's have some fun. Oh, do you want some wine?
Yeah, SNL 3 weeks
Here's
ago.
what,
Watch
here's
that
what I
skit.
will
That's
say.
great.
The whole scene where like Shatner's kind of he's getting a little bit choked up, a little bit. You know,
yeah.
It was awesome watching him just like
Yeah.
Bezos
processing that.
his hug felt very forced.
I'm not convinced
It
that
looked very
Bezos is a
Which
real
one?
human
I don't
being.
think Bezos
there
knows
were
how to hug.
two of them.
It was
A
like
person.
it was like you could read in his face. I need to like look emotional and empathetic at this point. Take my glasses off. And I was like reading this, and I'm like, I can see what's going through this man's head.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
you could tell it was like, I'm gonna make this look good.
Like
How do
what's
I
his
act
like
emotional in this moment?
like
How
David-
do I emote?
like David
Exactly,
Caruso
like he had to
on
figure that out.
CSI
Yes,
or whatever.
yes. I have to figure this out.
David
How this
Caruso.
works.
What do the
slow move of
humans
the
do?
sunglasses.
No move of
Yeah.
sunglasses.
What do the humans do?
What do the humans do? That's
Or
it.
what's his face?
do I
Played by
emote?
Steve Martin on Only Murders in the Building. Brazos, or
Yes.
what his name is? I think it is.
God, I love that show
That's a
so
great
much.
show.
I love it so much.
Well, is that it? Or we got anything else?
No,
we do have something,
What do
and
we have?
that's
the outro.
An
Yeah,
outro?
the outro.
That isn't working? Oh, there we
Yes,
go.
yes, it is. It's right there.
Hey, whoever put this piece together,
Yeah, what a waste of time.
He's into
pretty
porn.
fucking great.
Don't forget
he's
to
into
shoot.
porn.
Two shoots.
Oh my God, I have like 55 nicknames.
2 scoops.
And 2 scoops of raisins. Hey, don't
to you
forget you can
by
follow us on
Kellogg.
Twitter at There's
Oh,
a
hey.
Better than the number 1. You can email us at There's a Better Podcast at gmail.com. You can hit us up on Instagram at There's a Better Podcast. And Tony, where can you find us on YouTube now?
There is a better podcast.
That was hard.
Yikes.
Hey,
do we want to mention the upcoming episode?
hey, next week we're
yes.
not going to be here for an episode. We'll be back for the Halloween theme episode. I believe we'll be dropping on November 1st. We got some fun
was
stuff in
horrible.
store for that episode. Stick with us. We're taking a week off, and we'll be back with you after that. After these messages, we'll be
After
right
these messages, be right back.
Mikey, 2 sheets.
back to the next episode.
I ain't saying shit. Basically.
But you did.